Fatehpur Sikri is a town situated 36 kilometers from Agra. It was founded as a capital by the Mughal Empire in 1571 by Emperor Akbar, and he served this role as an emperor from this particular place till 1585. In that year, he initiated a campaign in Punjab and left Fatehpur Sikri, and it was finally completely abandoned by 1610. It derives its name from the village called Sikri. Buland Darwaza derives its name from the victory against Gujarat. The Buland Darwaza stands for the gate of victory. For a long time, Emperor Akbar did not have any children. He consulted a Sufi saint who recommended that he stays at Fatehpur Sikri and that he will beget children. And that came true. His wife, his favorite wife, who was commonly referred to as Jodabai, who was a Rajput princess, bore him a child who was named Jahangir. On the second birthday of Jahangir, Akbar initiated this walled city and the imperial palace. The imperial palace, the palace quarters rather, which was occupied by the favorite queen, Jodabai, was much larger, much spacious, and much grander than the living quarters of the other queens. The sleeping chambers of Akbar was unique. Akbar is expected to be sleeping on that elevated portion, and the ground floor was filled with water, sprinkled with perfumes, so that the microclimate of the sleeping chambers would be cooler, smelling fresher, and much more comfortable. Divan Khas has ornate architecture, which is influenced by the Persian architecture. It has a central pillar on which the Emperor Akbar would be seated, and the four branches extending from the central pillar are the places where the scholars would be accommodated. Anuk Talab is an artificial lake which is constructed around the Diwan Khas. Tansen is expected to sit here and sing his, his melodies and regale the audience, and Akbar had an ear for music and he would enjoy this. Pachisi Court is a special feature. The Mughal emperors had a flair for living life in a grand manner, and they took special efforts to invest in the entertainment. And Akbar built this Pachisi fort for the very purpose of entertainment. Pachisi is a game which is similar to chess, and it is played with conch shells, but in Akbar's court, in this particular quadrangle, where the checkerboard was made into a floorboard, conch shells were not used. Young girls were used as in place of conch shells. And Akbar would sit there with his harem and with his wives, and he would watch and play the game of Pachisi. An interesting feature is the Panch Mahal. Panch Mahal, the name itself suggests that there are five stories. And each story is built in such a way that the topmost one is the smallest, and it is a dome. The ground floor has got 84 columns, and it is expected to be breezy and airy even in the hot climate. And the ladies would gather here and watch the cultural entertainment programs. A palace was built in for the Sufi saint Chisti, who predicted that Akbar would have an offspring in Fatehpur Sikri. And this is the place where the astrologer sat. Thank you for
Thank you
watching the
for
video.
watching the video.
I hope you have enjoyed it.
Do subscribe.
Well, have you? What are you waiting for? Subscribe.
Don't forget.
It only takes one click. I can give you more stuff like this. Thank you. Thank you very much.